Afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. John Kelly Profile here, and welcome. Well, here we are, another day, another manhunt, right? Looks like we're having a sale on manhunts over the last few weeks or so. All over the place. Every day we turn around, we got a new manhunt going on. And this guy's extremely, extremely dangerous. Okay. And we're going to be getting into them. Please stay tuned in because we're going to be getting into this guy in just a couple of minutes. All right. Also, I want to thank everybody for purchasing my book, Discovering Lazarus. I can't thank you enough for all your purchases and kind comments. Okay, I truly, truly appreciate it. And thank you so much. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly of John Kelly, and how I kicked a horrible cocaine addiction, became a counselor, moved on to become a psychotherapist and a profiler. So again, thank you so much for buying Discovering Lazarus. I truly appreciate it. Also, please continue to keep the comments coming. We love it. Please continue to subscribe. And those of you who haven't subscribed, please check us out. Okay, we won't let you down. I want to put out my deepest condolences and sympathies to the family and friends of Pava LaPere. And I think I'm saying her name correctly. If I'm not, I'm sorry. But I really believe that this was a very, very sad situation. And it's very, very unnerving to see the death of a beautiful and brilliant woman in the prime of her life, moving forward and up the corporate ladder, to all of a sudden have her life extinguished by some kind of maniac, and I'm going to call him a budding serial killer as we get into this, okay? Also, I want you to know that everybody is innocent until proven guilty, okay? Also, I want you to know, this channel is not for children, okay? You should be 18 or over. You should be an adult, or whatever your state says your age needs to be become an adult, but you should be an adult if you're watching this channel, because I don't hold anything back. Also, too, what I'm talking about today has been featured on Fox News. If you want to take a look at Fox, there's a nice article up there. We'll put it in a link to it in the description for you. I think you'll find it very interesting, where I elaborated a lot more on this. So again, as I was saying earlier, here we have another man, okay? Jason Billingsley, wanted in the killing of Pava LaPere. Tech CEO, at her age, tech CEO, okay? And we've gotten, a lot of this information from Baltimore and Baltimore News. You got to understand that Billingsley has previously been charged with first-degree assault in 2009, second-degree assault in 2011. Okay, follow me. Pleaded guilty to a first-degree sex offense charge in 2015. Sentenced to 30 years. That's where he needed to be. Kept in a cage. No doubt about it. Can't have this guy roaming the streets. But he was released. This man was released early in October 2022 on good time credits. You see, what you got to understand about these guys, especially hardcore sex offenders, when they go to prison, they become model prisoners. And the reason for it is because they know they want to build up their good time. And if they can build up their good time, there's a real good possibility, since they haven't killed anybody yet, and even some of those that have killed people yet have built up enough good time and gotten out. You're going to read about that more in the Fox article, okay? But what they do is they act as model prisoners and get out early. They're looking to get out early. Why are they looking to get out early? Because the drug that they're addicted to is on the outside. That drug happens to be women. They are addicted to raping and violently attacking females. These guys can't help themselves. Once they're out there and they're out in population, and I mean, when I say population here, I'm talking about out in the streets where our general population is, and they're around a lot of people, they're going to run into women as some of these women that catch their eye. Okay. They're going to run into women that catch their eye. And at that point in time, that urge starts to take over and they can't control that urge. And the next thing you know, they're on the hunt. Okay. They're out hunting and, they're looking for a victim. And sadly, he found one in Pava. I mean, this is very sad. And they're looking at him for another one too, by the way. Okay. Pava died of blunt force trauma. Okay. Now, these guys have different methods, depending on what the ritual is of killing women. All right. The question is this guy starting to develop a ritual or is this witness disposal? That is the question here. All right. Not all serial killers are focused on the sexual ritual, including them murdering the victim. Okay. Lots of times they're murdering the victim because it's witness disposal. Bottom line is, if it's not part of the ritual, they don't want a witness ending up to testify against them. So either way, at this point, once they've crossed the line and they've killed somebody, they have to continue to kill. Either because it's, like I said, orgasmic to them and part of this wild sexual fantasy, or, they just want to make sure, or they want to make sure they don't have a witness to testify against them. Because I'm going to tell you something, when this Billington went to court or when he got sentenced, I'll guarantee you there was a witness or two against him. And he never forgot that. He never forgot how, he got found guilty and off he went. All right. So anyway, when you're dealing with registered sex offenders, you got to be extremely careful. And the longer you keep them in, the better off the public is. And you're just doing the public a major service by protecting them and not letting the sex offender out, especially a violent sex offender who now is considered, and he's innocent of proven guilty, a murderous sex offender. Okay, this guy, always, was headed towards rape. It looks like he moved through rape and into murder, and many serial killers do this. He's also considered armed and dangerous. So, folks, yeah, you got to keep an eye out, especially in Baltimore, because what this guy will do, this guy will hang around an area he's familiar with. And these types of guys never play well with other kids, if you know what I mean. Growing up, he's one of these kinds of guys. You know the guy I'm talking about? They don't do well with other kids, right? Growing up. So this is the kind of guy you're dealing with. And he's a big dude, okay? And he's strong, all right? And he's angry. And there's no doubt about his violence. He's extremely violent, okay? Maybe armed as well. I think the police are saying he's armed and dangerous, okay? But here we go again. Just letting a person out of prison, very dangerous person, before their time, okay? He will kill again if he is not caught. He will not be able to resist that urge when that urge comes over him to rape and have, physical dominance and sexual control over another woman. I'm sorry. He cannot control that urge. There's no question about it. It's just way over his head. All right. And this is, how this addiction takes place with all these serial killers. Again, doesn't mean that the murder is part of the sexual ritual. It can be, just witness elimination. All right. So keep that in mind. What difference does it make? I know, but I'm trying to give you a little bit of education, on serial killers and, the way they operate. Much more education will be coming in our memberships when we have them, because we want to have a private group that's really made up of true crime enthusiasts who are really interested in digging down deep. Okay. So that's where we're at for today. Let me see what else I may have. Nope, that's where we're at for today. We will keep you posted on this and where it's going. I like to give a shout out to Grizzly True Crime. Really got a fantastic, as far as I'm concerned, blockbuster piece out there on Delphi. And you should definitely check all of Grizzly True Crime out whenever Gisela comes out with something. She's extremely comprehensive. She'll do a good job for you. Okay, and I'm sure she'll be on this at some point. Bottom line is, we're about the manhunt. We're about the capture. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. Have a wonderful day out there. Stay well. Stay on your toes. Be careful. God bless. Until next time. See you.